Hello everybody, and welcome back to another Minecraft Let's Play video. Another video back inside of my Space Center Let's Build, and it's been like 3 videos in 1 week, which is actually pretty good. Yeah, I've been working on this for about 4 weeks now, and I did like 3 episodes in 1 week, which is pretty amazing, but that's just because I have a new Let's Build series planned, which will take much more, like, parts to take and stuff like that. But anyway, I'm planning on finishing this by episode 7 to 8. Okay, so we're getting pretty close. Right now we're on episode 5, and then in the next episode we'll be working on mission control, and I'll finish that after the 6th episode, and then after that we might work on maybe like a big hangar area, and then that'll probably be it, and then maybe for the 9th episode probably. So actually, yeah, probably won't take about 9 episodes, but for like the 9th episode I'll do like a big tour of it. But yeah, in between episodes I did this bottom part of the space shuttle thing. Just made it go out a bit, just kind of like the engine part, so when that big orange part comes off, once it gets up to like the top part of the atmosphere, like this will come off and that will be able to propel its way through space. But I actually did quite a few things. We were working on this in the last episode, just finishing up all this, making sure we got all the layers correct, so I did do some work. I did put in a few layers, and I did make sure all the other stuff was mapped out. And you might be able to notice something in here. These are a few little systems I put in. I didn't want to make this just a bunch of platforms on top of each other. I kind of wanted them to... I didn't want them to be huge. Like, just imagine if this wasn't here, like this big hole here. That would be a big area, and I wouldn't really know what to put there. But now it's kind of smaller, so like the floors are a bit smaller, which means I'll have more space for things. And the reason I made a big hole in here, you might be able to tell, but this is an elevator. It's a little special elevator, so I got 2 right here. They're right now in the same place, but yeah, they'll be able to be functional. Not really in Minecraft, but oh wait, I just realized something. Are these unsymmetrical? Yeah, I think so. I might fix that later. Hold on, let's see. Wait, no, all I have to do to fix this is just take out this. So there we go. Just fix that real quick. These are supposed to be a few elevators. These are supposed to be like the pillars, which it slides along. It's supposed to be like the ropes pulling it up or something like that. It's not really ropes, kind of like a big cable or something like that. And if you're playing in survival, you just get up by taking this ladder, and then you can get down just like that. But you have to have like, extreme feather falling boots without dying if you're just going to fall all the way like that. Yeah, but I thought this was pretty good. I kind of like the look of these elevators. It's definitely pretty good, especially the way I put in these, I think it's birch wood. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's birch. I kind of like how I put that in, so it's not all gray, and it kind of matches in with the actual rocket part. Like, if you compare, like, that orange down there to this, it's pretty similar, and that's what I'm kind of going for. Maybe, like, I'm going for, like, white, black, orange, and gray. So, like, those are the only colors I'm going to try to stick to. But I also got some other things, like the actual, like, I guess the company logo will be like blue and white, because that's what Goatville's flag is, which I got placed lovely up there on the space shuttle. But anyway, might as well show you a few things. I made this little road over here, kind of a little bit of an intersection, which is pretty nice. We just got, I'm going to expand that road over there right after I move my big RV. And then, yeah, pretty much this is just a road, so you can, like, turn onto here, you can keep going straight, and you can, like, turn onto here for stuff like that. So it's just going to be, like, a big road going around the place. Probably just going to come over here, have, like, a slight little turn going this way, and it's going to turn over here, come down here, and then it'll just turn up here and connect to this road. So it's just going to be a big circle going around the entire thing. I'm not going to, like, completely make this, like, a fully amazing space center, because that would take absolutely forever. I'm just doing like a little something because this looks something that was pretty interesting. But yeah, I did quite a lot of things in between episodes, so I might as well show you something. Up here, you might have noticed this bridge going into the actual space shuttle, and we were supposed to do the interior today, but I decided not to. I decided to do maybe like a little bit of a recap episode, and I didn't feel like doing the inside because it was kind of smart for me not to do the inside, because I kind of messed up. So the inside, you might have noticed that this space shuttle is not flat on the ground. It's like something like this. It's up at a 90-degree angle. So do you know what that means? I have to build the entire interior at a 90-degree angle in order to make it look good, or else like when it actually gets into space it'll be like completely weird. But to make it a little bit realistic, look at this. You might be like, what the heck is this? But look at that. Don't know what this is right now. Pretend like gravity does not exist anymore. This is pretty much what's supposed to be like. So here's the little seats. I kind of had to make everything like upside down. So here's the little seats. Here's like a little lever to flick everything up. And then, so yeah, they'd be like this. They'd be strapped into their little chair right here so they don't fly back. And then they would just go launching up. Whee! And then pretty much I'm going to try doing it like this so it makes a little bit more sense. So right now the way you're seeing things, you can just see it just how they would if they were like right now just going at normal pace. But, wait, no, that was wrong. So this is just the hallway going down. We got, couches and a little bit of a table, and these things are all bolted into the ground so they won't be flying around the place. And if you come down here, these are a bit of like the cabin rooms, I guess they're called. You got little chests and some beds and stuff like that. If you come down here, this is the little engine area, so this is kind of like a little bit of an engine. There's more stuff, I just didn't feel like putting it all in, so yeah, that's what all the other empty space is for. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And this is it's actually a pretty good angle to do it. Just pretend like you're walking normally. Just pretend like I built this on a normal scale. But yeah, you can kind of see how I was doing things, so hopefully you can. But yeah, you just have to imagine yourself like it's not built at that angle. It's just normal. Okay. So that's enough showing you what I've done in between episodes. I want to try doing a lot of things in between episodes. Like in between episodes, it's gonna be like just me building big things, because like usually just me building, it's not really that amazing. Let's just say that. It's kind of just normal, simple stuff. It's not really that interesting, but yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna decide to put a few things in here. Oh, just broke that. Alright, now I'm going to quickly turn my HUD back on. So let's come to here and user interface and turn that back on. There we go. So now we're going to get a few blocks that will be pretty good. Let's get some of this stuff. I think it'll look pretty good. Let's get maybe like a stone button. I think that'll look pretty good. And let's get some pistons too. Pistons will look pretty good. And forgot to pick it up. Alright. So what I'm thinking is putting just a few of these things around. So something like this. So kind of like a little bit of a plus sign or something like that. Do this and do something like that. And now let's get some yellow wool out. Well, some yellow carpet. And put that on top like that. And then put buttons on each side. And I'm not even sure how this will look. I don't know. What I think I might do is just do this and maybe put the yellow carpet on top like that. Like something like this. And we don't know, this is supposed to be like a big container of like, I don't know, some power source or something like that. You know how these things are. But yeah, maybe I can just put a few of these things around here. So this is kind of like, I don't know. I don't really know how to explain them, but there's something that you might find here at like a space center. Alright. So let's just completely fill in all this stuff. Okay. And I think I might put in one more right over here, just to make it look like we got quite a lot of here. Alright. Okay. So, this looks pretty good. Well, at least from my perspective. And it's kind of doing things how I expected it to be. I wish there was like, how would I explain it? Kind of like like one block, but it's kind of like circular a bit. Like something like this block, but it's kind of like circular, like kind of the edges are kind of like chiseled to make it look like a bit of a round thing. That would definitely be a great addition. Now I'm going to put a few pistons around. And what I'm thinking of doing with the pistons is putting them like this. Putting them down on the ground as if they were caution tape. And it actually does kind of look like that. And that's kind of the thing I like about this. Pistons don't really have a purpose in like in a city texture pack when you're building, except for this and if like you're building something secret. And I kind of did it over here. Kind of use the pistons, so it's kind of like little caution tape on the ground, because it kind of does look like it. It kind of does. So if you're just like walking around and then you see that, kind of looks like nice caution tape on the ground saying like, "Hey, be careful where you go, because I don't know, you may or may not get hurt in this. you may or may not get injured in this area." So yeah, it's pretty good, and it's actually pretty interesting looking. That's pretty interesting. But yeah, definitely a sideways piston will actually look pretty good for building material, for building something kind of like industrial. Like maybe like, if you're building like a base to a building, I would definitely recommend that, because it does look pretty good in the city texture pack. Oh, everything looks pretty good in the city texture pack. But one thing, there's several things in this city texture pack which I don't like, which I'll quickly show you. So I'll just get a few things, and these are pretty normal. So yeah, these are a few blocks that I'm gonna get one more. Yes. Here we go. So these are a few blocks that I absolutely hate and would never use in a city texture pack: Junglewood, clay, iron ore, gold ore, and mycelium. Because these just look absolutely terrible. Like, pistons would be one of mine, but at least they have a use. Like, what would you use Junglewood for? I'm thinking Junglewood, like, what it could be is kind of, like, just imagine something like this. Like, imagine this for, like, a flooring. Like, it's not really a city texture pack. Like, this doesn't really match up with the city theme. It doesn't really look like a city thing. Like, what you could do, what I think will actually look pretty good, is if, like, you're kind of building something like a bit of a pool, and you kind of want like a little, like, I don't really know what it's for. But like kind of something to deal with, like if you're building like a river for like landscaping, this will definitely be a good wood for like maybe putting like a little barricade or something like that. But I don't know, clay just looks terrible. Why they have to make it orange? The ores, well, they're supposed to look that bad. And the gold's absolutely terrible. And then mycelium looks bad, never texture pack. Alright, but blocks I do like is stuff like glowstone, light gray wool, just regular gray wool, stone, cobblestone, stuff like that. I don't know how I got on this topic, but oh well. So the next thing I want to do is maybe get a few cobblestone walls, which actually look pretty nice, and put them like this. Kind of like this. I want to quickly grab out some swiftness potions right now, so we can drink some of this, and then we can easily fill in some of this. And I'm now going to be doing this a little bit in between episodes, just to make it look a bit nicer. So something like this. Putting a few walls around here, cobblestone walls, just to make it look a bit nicer. And yeah, I'm going to put that because this is supposed to be like the frame for the second part of the building, which we're not going to get to right now. Let's put this in right here. And also, I kind of made like this little thing, which I think it looks pretty interesting. Like, you come up here and you can turn it here, but you can also walk over to here. So that's definitely something I'll do. So if I do something like that, that definitely looks pretty good. Alright. So now to come over here and just do this and do it on the entire floor and just see how it is. I might leave it open because it does look kind of good like this, but I'm not quite sure if this was in real life, that would actually be kind of safe. Because just imagine when you get to the top floor, I mean. Just imagine if you have like a big barrel of explosives up there, I don't know, like for fuel or something like that. And there is no like guardrails, and you're like, oh no, it lost balance, and roll, 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 whee! Boom! That would just be so weird, just, yeah. So I guess it is kind of good. I kind of like this, it's pretty nice. Just kind of, it's a bit more detailed, and I like it, I'll just keep the cobblestone walls up there, and I might build a little bit more. Just a few more. Okay. So, in the next episode, we'll be working a bit on the, just on the mission control, like I said before. Just a big building where all the smart people go. Obviously not me. But where all the smart people go, where they, direct the whole space navigation stuff, where they, like, pretty much control all of the countdowns and the launch stuff, all this weird physics and stuff like that, which I'm obviously never good at. wait, I said not very good at. No, I mean I'm not very good at. I don't know why I don't know what's going on. Okay, so that's it for this episode. We actually did quite a bit. Time kind of flew by. I've literally thought we were only like 7 minutes into the video, but actually we're like 14. But anyway, that's it for this episode. Anyway, yeah, that's it. So, next episode should be uploaded, the day after tomorrow. I would do it tomorrow, but I'm going to try putting a GoFill episode up there, since I haven't done it in a few days. But anyway, that's it for now. I want to thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you all later. Bye!